Hello beautiful friends, and welcome to a fun video where the whole family gets a little glow up. I do have 3 daughters. I think that outer glow up and inner glow up really go hand in hand, but in today's video we are going to be focusing on the outer beauty. Summer glow up, and it starts with getting my eyebrows microbladed. I've had it done a couple years ago. I think it's been maybe 3 or 4 years, and I never got it touched up, so this is what it looks like with no pencil or product. I just want a more of a natural look to enhance the beauty. I'm excited, but I'm kind of scared because I've never been to this girl, but she was recommended to me by a friend. Yeah, let's get to it. So we are here. I did my eyebrows how I normally color it in, so she can just have an idea of how I like my eyebrows, like the shape as well as the color. I need to find this place. It was fun to learn that this cute salon is owned by the nail lady that I used to go to when she did nails at home. She bought the salon and she rents out studios. So happy for her. I am a hairstylist and I have many years of experience doing hair and makeup. So during this process, I kind of just wanted to take you along and share my experience and give you tips and things to keep in mind really during this process. Tip number 1 is making sure your stylist is qualified. For me, that means I want to see before and after pictures and also want to make sure that she has color theory certification. Tip number 2 is stay true to yourself. Now, my stylist wanted to give me straight across brows with a little tail at the end, and that was not working for me because I really like an arch. And we went back and forth for about an hour until we came to an agreement that worked for both of us. Everybody's definition of beauty is a little bit different. That's why I think we butt heads a bit. Tip number 3 is have an in-depth consultation about the color that you want to go with. I personally brought my pencil with me so she can have an idea of what I like, but also I told her I don't want my color to wash out blue or green tone. I wanted to stay on the cooler side with just a hint of warmth. I'm all done with my appointment. It took 3.5 hours, which is a little bit more than I expected. Ooh. But I am happy with my appointment. The eyebrows look extremely dark, but they will get even darker and then they will lighten up. So I already knew that, which is okay. You don't want to waste or spend your money and then it's just like too light. You know what I mean? So yeah. That is that. This is what my eyebrows look like. They look a little bit crazy right now because they're so dark, and tomorrow I'm going blonde, so it's gonna look even crazier with my blonde hair, but it's okay because then I will love them. I know it. Salvation Army parking only. I did not see that, but I guess this building, which I thought was a church, is a Salvation Army, so we're definitely gonna have to check that out. I hope these tips were helpful. Now stay tuned for the hair portion, and if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I will be sure to respond to them as best as I can. We are at the Salon Centric store and Cosmoprof picking up some products so I can do my daughter's hair tonight. I have 3 of them, and let me just tell you, I save a lot of money doing it myself. So here we go. Starting the process of doing my daughter's hair. So here we have Evelina. I gave her a partial highlight for her 13th birthday, but as you can see, it grew out, but very nicely. There's no harsh line or anything. It looks great, and we are just going to bring that up and brighten up her face. I am just doing a partial again because we didn't have that much time, and I honestly don't think she needs a full head of highlights. I'm just going in there, bringing it up to the root. I'm teasing so there's no harsh line, and even if she doesn't get it done for another 6 months, it's gonna still look great. Now that is another tip, is make sure that your stylist is blending the hair all the way up so there's no harsh line. And then here we are just toning it and getting some of the brass out. For her toner, I am using a 9N and a 9V. I do want to cancel out that yellow, but I don't want any ashy tones. I just want like a true blonde for her. Now here we have my oldest daughter. She's 16, and you can see how her hair has grown out so much. She really wants to be super blonde, but it is definitely a process. She has had lots of different colors in her hair, and the last one was copper, so we're just trying to get as much of that out of her hair and then just brightening her up, giving her as much blonde as possible with the least amount of damage. And sometimes that means just taking it slow and really doing it in sessions. I always tell my daughters how lucky they are that I can do their hair on demand almost. I mean, I do have them schedule an appointment ahead of time to make sure that my schedule is free, but it does take time. And here, as you could see, I used a base breaker and it turned her hair very silver. So we had to go in there with a darker toner and create like a shadow root to cancel all of that out. Now here I have my little one. She's 10 and she really wanted these little money pieces in the front. And then we also did an under dye for her. Let's take a moment and remember what her hair looked like before and then after. So we were able to get a lot of the copper out of there. We're able to get her a little bit more blonde and then neutralize her root. Everyone's hair turned out so beautiful and they loved it, but with all the summer swimming, Evelina's hair was just being stripped away from the chlorine and salt water. So I went in there with the same formulation and retoned her hair so we can get rid of some of that brass. She also wanted a haircut. Very trendy, lots of layers, keeping the length. So this is her inspiration and we gave her just that. She couldn't stress enough that she wanted to keep her length, so I made sure to over direct all the hair forward so the back of her hair is still long and the hair in the front and on top has lots of layers. They're shorter, as you can see here. She absolutely loved it with lots of face framing layers. Here is my sweet Eliana. So originally I wasn't going to color her hair at all, but during this process she just kept peeking into the bathroom and I just had to do it. I couldn't say no. She's my baby and she just couldn't wait to get to school to share with her friends. So it's day 2 of getting my eyebrows done. This is what they look like. Sorry, I'm so hot. Been doing chores outside, but this is what it looks like. I'm loving it. I know it's super dark, but you just have to trust the process of it getting lighter. But now I am heading out to my appointment. This is the last time you'll see me with dark hair. I'm so excited. Before going to the salon, it's very important to have inspiration pictures and know exactly what you like and what you don't like. For me, I wanted a blunt cut with very blonde hair, almost to the root, but yet still have a little bit of dimension. We had a great consultation and then we got started on the hair. The consultation is the most important part of the appointment, so you want to make sure you come on time so you have enough time to do the consultation thoroughly, especially if you're trying to do something different or new. You want to touch all the bases. You want to make sure that you know what it's going to take to upkeep this new look so you're not looking very washed out, 2 months into your new look. I did it, you guys. I went back blonde. I was blonde for like many years, and then for 1.5 years I decided to not touch my hair. I just gave myself one haircut and it all grew out, but I really missed my short blonde hair, so I got a full highlight with a balayage and a root drop. So I am loving it. I just can't take myself serious with these crazy eyebrows. They are way too dark for this blonde hair. It looked crazy with the dark hair, but now with the blonde, it's even worse. So So yeah, I'm just excited. I still have, you know, some dark in there for the contrast, but yeah, I'm really liking the blonde. I just can't wait for these eyebrows to get lighter. And then I wanted the hair a little bit longer, like shoulder length, but it grows fast, so it's okay. In a month, it'll be where I want it, but super excited. I love, love, love my hairstylist. She is so, so good. So if you have any questions about that, leave it in the comments. You know, I'm a hairstylist as well, and I'll answer or try to answer any of your questions that you might have about hair or any tips that you need, any advice. Yeah, so this is day 2 for my crazy eyebrows. Let's see what happens next. I know that they're going to be peeling and getting worse before they get better, so stay tuned for that. Day 3, nothing really happened except them being so, so itchy. I couldn't even handle it, like how itchy the brows were, but you can't touch them. So I was miserable, and you put this ointment on that kind of helps. So today's the 7th day that I got my eyebrows done, and I woke up and it's all crazy. Look at my eyebrows just peeling. There's a huge chunk that's gone right there, if you could see that, and then this is like flapping, if you could see that, but I cannot pull it off. It just has to fall off on its own. We were planning on going to the mall today, but this is just so funny. I don't know, I just want to stay home, but this is day 7, y'all. It's looking good, and I'm loving this color underneath. Do you see that? That's how it's gonna look, which is way more subtle than this crazy color, but it's looking good. She sent me home with this vitamin A and D ointment. It helps with the healing process as well as with the itching. Now, a few things to keep in mind. You cannot get your eyebrows wet, so you have to be very careful when taking your makeup off at the end of the day, as well as you cannot be in the sun, so you have to protect it with a hat, big sunglasses, and make sure that you are not picking at your eyebrows. I know they can get very itchy, but you have to allow them to peel and fall off on their own. My eyebrows are peeling like crazy. Do you see that? I got out of the shower and this whole section came off. Can't wait until it's all gonna be off and ready. By the 10th day, almost everything peeled and there was a lot of progress, but let me tell you, taking a shower without getting my eyebrows wet was a little bit of a challenge, so I did them separately to just give me a peace of mind. I would do a body shower, then get out, tip my head over, and wash my hair that way, and it worked out perfectly. So today's day 8 for my eyebrows, and this one completely peeled, and then this one just has a little bit on that tail. But I am loving the color. It looks so good with my hair. It's not too dark, and it just kind of matches my root, I guess. So yeah. Let's take a moment and remember the before. No eyebrows, long dark hair. So it's been a few weeks since I got my hair and eyebrows done, and I just wanted to show you guys how it looks with makeup and then no makeup, because I feel like it just looks so different. It might look like it might look cohesive with makeup, but then when you are barefaced and you don't have anything, it just looks like it stands out, and that's something that I really didn't want. But this is how it looks with no makeup. I feel like it's light, but yet dark enough, if you know what I mean. And then I'm getting ready to church, so I'll show you how it looks when my makeup is done. So my makeup is done, and this is how my eyebrows look. Let me show you a close-up. This is what they look like. I feel like they're not too dark, but not too light either. It looks great with makeup or without. I could pencil it in or do like an eyebrow colored gel if I want it a little bit darker, but overall I think it's great. I hope this video inspires you one way or another to take care of yourself and splurge on yourself, because you are worth it. It's sometimes hard to spend money on ourselves. You know, as moms, we're always giving, giving, giving. But take the time for yourself to pour into yourself so you could be that person and show up as the best version of yourself, whether a mom, a sister, a wife, and show up for yourself. You know, I feel like oftentimes we focus so much on our inner beauty that we forget about our outer beauty, and sometimes we just need a little pick-me-up, you know what I mean? So remember, live beautifully today.